Hey friends, today we are going to be looking at a day in my life. My name is Ellen, I'm a burnout and stress management coach, and when I am working my business, I'm actually balancing that with a day job. So you'll get a sneak peek at some of the things I do, my morning routines, my wind down routines, the things I do to stay active, to really just help me manage burnout and stress in my own life. So let's take a look. So we're not gonna do one of those cheesy wake ups. We're just gonna start with where I start my day, which is usually reading on the couch. After I'm done reading, I usually sit over on my meditation cushion and meditate using the Calm app. Then, if it's nice out, I will go for a walk. This is one of my favorite parts of my day. It's calming, it's rejuvenating, it's one of the few times of my day when I get a deliberate break from screens. And I really intentionally try to go on this walk without headphones as much as I possibly can. Sometimes I might put on a podcast or a playlist. But what I really try to do is just be almost technology free. Just walk. I have about a 45-minute loop that I do, sometimes that I just use as a full replacement for my workout for the day. And just kind of enjoy the sounds and the sights and the weather when it's nice. I live in the Seattle area, so trust me when I say it does not always look like this. But we've had some lovely mornings lately, and I've been really trying to take advantage. This is something I really like to do in the morning too, because it's just a nice wake up for my day and really helps to set the tone in a lot of ways. Plus, look how beautiful that is. It's always really fun in the morning too to play Spot the Seal. If you see anything in the water that looks like a buoy or a log, that's a seal, and they're all over the place down here. Once I get home from my walk, I usually stretch. Now, sometimes I don't go for a walk. Sometimes I just do my workout. But after I work out or after I walk, I will inevitably go home and I stretch. I've been really enjoying Maddie Morrison's videos on YouTube. And we're gonna speed up through this because I'm not the most elegant or graceful person when I stretch in the morning. I don't know how those yoga girls make it look so good, but I'm definitely not one of them. This is something I've really actively been trying to work into my morning routines because I really struggle with flexibility. I have a lot of previous injuries from soccer, and flexibility is not my strong suit. So I've been really trying to build this into my mornings. And I find when there's something I want to start prioritizing and turning into a habit, doing it in the morning is really, really important for me. Otherwise, it usually just doesn't get done. Once I've stretched, it's coffee time. Sometimes I don't have my first cup of coffee, at least anymore, until about 2 hours into my day. So I'll pour myself a cup, bring it over to my desk, snag some breakfast, which lately has been cereal, which is a little unlike me. And then I will fire up my diffuser. My favorite combination is peppermint and lavender. And then I sit down at my desk and I check in to my day. I really like to start my day with a check-in into my Notion. I'll usually check in on some of my health stats, my sleep, and then I might even journal. This is also a time when I will often check in with my therapist. I just started going to therapy again. This is actually the third platform I've tried. I've tried BetterHelp in the past. I've tried Talkspace in the past. And I'm currently using Calmary because of simply the price tag. It's a little bit more affordable than some of the other options. So this is usually what I am doing in the morning. It's just kind of checking in, gathering myself, prioritizing my tasks, and really just kind of making sure I am mentally ready for the day to start. One little thing I want to point out is this Timular cube. I use this to track my time, emails, goals, client work, content creation, admin, social media, my day job, among other things. So each time I sit down at my desk to start working, I usually flip the cube to whatever it is I'm working on. Today, it's content creation. So I might spend my mornings prepping content for my community, which is what I'm doing here. I might also be creating some content, whether that is writing a blog post, recording a podcast, maybe even working on a YouTube video. Creating Canva graphics. I am a one-woman show, so I do everything myself. Or just writing other content, checking emails, doing client work, etc. On this particular day, it was a little bit of everything. I did some content creation. I actually had a prospect call with a brand new client, which I've had a number of these recently, which has been super exciting. The one-on-one coaching part of my business is something that I actually stepped away from for a while as the speaking part of my business was ramping up, but I really, really missed it. And I have been really, really enjoying checking in and getting to know new clients and really supporting them through their burnout and their stress. So if you're one of those new clients that's trickled in and showed up on my calendar recently, just know that I appreciate you and that I'm really, really excited for all of the client work that's been coming my way. One of the other things that I've been working on a lot recently too is speaking. I am a featured speaker in an executive network, and they have been booking me a lot lately. So I've also been working on some upcoming presentations for some speaking engagements. Now at this point in my day, it's kind of the point where I switch gears, and that also coincides with lunchtime. But lately I have been thoroughly enjoying this Nourish Bowl, which involves me air frying sweet potatoes, broccoli, and chickpeas, heating up a little bowl of quinoa, and then dressing that entire thing with some tahini dressing and a little bit of avocado. An incredibly, incredibly filling lunch that really carries me into my day job work for the day. Now, my day job work looks a lot like what you're seeing here. I am a professional tutor in my day job. So I spend my day on Zoom meetings, sometimes upwards of 30 hours of Zoom meetings a week. I know, doesn't exactly sound like the most fun thing in the world, but what I love about my job is I'm able to support high schoolers, primarily high schoolers. I do have a couple middle school students, but I work with them on ACT and SAT preparation. I work with them on academics, so I support them with science through college level biology, math through currently AP calculus, essay writing, whatever. So I spend my day meeting with various students from anywhere from an hour to 2 hours, really walking them through the material that they're confused about, answering any questions, and then really helping them kind of build self-awareness and break down their processes for how they analyze questions. The goal really is to help them build better study habits, achieve their goals and the grades they want for themselves, but help them do it with less stress. I've been doing this work for about 4 years now, and I always joke that my students that I work with are kind of mini versions of the clients that I work with in my day job. So it coincides really nicely, and it really is the perfect job to have while you are building a business on the side. These two parts of my life work together so well. And even though it definitely can get exhausting doing so many video calls every single week, I do truly find my day job so fulfilling, and some of my students have become people that I follow up on, check in with, and just really keep tabs on because I really want them to succeed. So once the end of my day wraps, I usually end up making dinner. Tonight it's a spinach ricotta ravioli with Italian sausage from Every Plate, which is the meal delivery service that I have been using recently. And I really like it because it's probably financially the most sustainable. I also decided to pull out a bottle of wine and pour myself a glass to celebrate, frankly, a job well done this week. I am feeling much better about this week than I did about the one before in terms of just kind of my level of calm, my level of stress. And I think actually a part of what's helping with that is actually cooking at the end of the day. I used to use pre-prepared meals all the time, but I actually find there's like a mindfulness to wrapping your day by actually cooking a meal. And I've been really, really enjoying that as a part of kind of my evening slowdown. So cheers to a great week. Here is my dinner, which was delicious. And then I usually curl up on the couch, watch a TV show, watch a movie, and just kind of let myself relish and wind down for the evening and for the day. So that's really it. That is a day in my life. It's a pretty typical day. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you are liking what you're seeing on this channel, don't forget, as always, to like and to subscribe. Thanks, my friend.